In 2017, something astonishing happened. An object unlike any we had ever encountered entered our solar system. It was silent, fast, and completely mysterious. Scientists named it Oumuamua, a Hawaiian word meaning scout or messenger. It was the first known visitor from beyond our solar system, an interstellar object passing through at remarkable speed. But years later, physicist Michio Kaku raised a chilling possibility. What if Oumuamua wasn't alone? What if it wasn't the first? And worse, what if we've already missed others? Recent research suggests that more interstellar objects might be out there, quiet, hidden, and possibly already observing us. Could Oumuamua have been our first brush with extraterrestrial contact, or was it simply the first clue in a larger mystery? In this video, we'll explore everything scientists have learned so far, what remains unexplained, and what it might mean for the future of life on Earth. Because if someone, or something, sent it, then we may not be as alone in the universe as we've always believed. What comes next could reshape our understanding of reality. When Oumuamua zipped through the solar system in 2017, it defied all expectations. It was the first object we had ever observed entering our system from another star. At first, scientists assumed it was a comet, but it lacked a tail. Then they considered it might be an asteroid. Yet its shape and behavior didn't align with anything we'd seen before. Over time, its strange characteristics led to even more questions. And then Michio Kaku issued a stark warning. Perhaps Oumuamua wasn't alone. He proposed that similar objects, smaller, quieter, or simply moving, in ways that our current detection methods miss, could have already passed by us undetected. Our tools are excellent at spotting bright, active objects like comets or large asteroids. But what if the cosmos sends more subtle visitors? Scientists now think we may have overlooked dozens of similar interstellar objects. That's why Oumuamua still matters. It wasn't just a bizarre rock, it might have been a signal. Not a radio transmission, but something we only recognized in hindsight, when it was almost too late to study it. The object was first discovered by the Pan-STARRS 1 telescope in Hawaii. On a routine evening, astronomers noticed an object moving, unusually fast, and from a direction that didn't make sense. It was approaching at around 196,000 miles per hour, far too fast to be bound by the sun's gravity. That's when they realized it had come from beyond our solar system. Until that point, every object we studied had originated here, but this one came from the stars, possibly even from another galaxy. At first glance, scientists suspected it was a comet, but it had no tail, no visible gas, and no dust. Then they thought it might be an asteroid, yet it didn't match any known asteroid class. The deeper the analysis went, the stranger the object became. It defied celestial norms in every way. Its speed, path, lack of outgassing, and especially its shape. Unlike any known natural object, Oumuamua was elongated, like a cigar, approximately 10 times longer than it was wide. Its brightness fluctuated wildly as it spun, far more than typical asteroids. This irregular tumbling motion suggested it had a very uneven mass distribution, but there was still no sign of the telltale emissions associated with comets. It remained silent and inert even when it passed near the sun, when any comet would normally flare up dramatically. Its reddish color hinted that it had been exposed to cosmic radiation for millions or billions of years, consistent with a long, interstellar journey. But it wasn't just unusual in form, it was unusually light. Some models suggested it could be just millimeters thick, perhaps even metallic, or made of an exotic material. Natural objects simply don't behave this way, prompting some scientists to ask the next big question. Could it be artificial? The answer might lie in how it moved. After studying its path, astronomers noted that Oumuamua experienced a slight but unexplained acceleration as it exited the solar system. This kind of behavior is typically caused by outgassing, when comets heat up and release gas that propels them forward. But Oumuamua showed no such activity. Instead, researchers began considering whether solar radiation pressure, the gentle push of sunlight, could be responsible. This would only be possible if the object were incredibly light and thin, like a solar sail. That idea, solar sailing, led to a more radical theory. What if Oumuamua wasn't a natural object at all, but a probe? Avi Loeb, a Harvard astronomer, proposed that it could be an alien-built device, an interstellar reconnaissance probe propelled by light. He wasn't claiming it contained aliens, but that it might be the equivalent of our Voyager or Pioneer probes, silent, durable machines sent to gather data across the stars. Its shape supported the theory. Long, flat structures are consistent with light sail designs already being tested on Earth. Its motion, too, seemingly passive, then slightly shifting, resembled a controlled trajectory. There were no radio signals, no exhaust trails, no obvious energy emissions. It simply flew through, observed, and vanished. Some scientists still argue that it could be explained through natural processes, like being a shard of nitrogen ice from a Pluto-like planet. Others suggest it was the core of a comet stripped of its outer layers. But none of these theories fully explain Oumuamua's shape, motion, and silence. In fact, the more it resists classification, the more the artificial origin theory gains traction. If Oumuamua was artificial, then every detail starts to make more sense. Its dark, muted color may have helped it blend into the background of space. Its angled entry into the solar system and rapid departure minimized interaction with any planets. Its silence may have been by design, not meant to communicate, only to observe. There's even speculation that it was equipped with passive sensors or instruments to study our solar system discreetly. Its tumbling rotation could have been a method of deflecting detection or scrambling any signals it emitted. In every way, it behaved like a stealth craft, one designed not to be noticed. Then there's its composition. Scientists believe it had a hardened carbon-rich crust formed over millions of years of exposure to cosmic radiation. But its core was different, dense, non-volatile, and not typical of comets or asteroids. Some think it may have been the metallic remnant of a destroyed planet, or perhaps a purpose-built probe forged from exotic materials. Its thin, flat structure could have allowed it to sail through space, riding sunlight like a cosmic parachute. So where did it come from? Astronomers tracked its trajectory and found it had entered the solar system from the direction of the constellation Lyra. Its speed and angle indicated it was not bound to the sun. It was a traveler from interstellar space, likely ejected from its original star systems billions of years ago. Its steep entry and quick exit made it difficult to trace precisely. But one thing was clear: it had journeyed a long way to get here. The final question is perhaps the most provocative. Was it sent, intentionally? If an advanced civilization wanted to observe our solar system without direct contact, sending something like Oumuamua would be a logical choice. Fast, silent, and hard to detect, it could collect information and transmit it across vast distances without ever revealing itself. This isn't science fiction anymore. Esteemed scientists like Loeb argue that Oumuamua's acceleration, silence, and design could be indicators of alien engineering. It passed near the sun, altered its course, slightly, and left. No lingering orbit, no emissions, just a flyby. It may have scanned Earth's atmosphere for signs of life or industry before disappearing into the void once again. If that's true, then Oumuamua wasn't an isolated anomaly. It was a scout, and we might already be under quiet observation by more like it. The real question now is, when will the next one arrive? And will we be ready to see it for what it really is?